So the Bucks are in a weird spot. I'm just gonna be outright and honest with you. We don't really know what they're doing, and that makes them a very fun team to mock for, with kind of a middle of the road pick and no clear direction. So right away, they like this type of guy. I went with tight end. I went with Michael Mayer, mostly because he's just that type of tight end that they really, really enjoy over there in a Bruce Arians offense. I know he's not the coach anymore, but it's still his offense basically being run. Next, I went corner. I think corner help is always a good thing for a team that might be rebuilding. We don't really know. Probably though, kind of feels like it. So I went with Julius Brents at 50. Now, some people might think that's a little bit rich, but I think he's a top corner in the draft. There just so happens to be so much depth. We stay tuned for some prospect interviews. Maybe there's a little bit about him. I'm just saying. Moving on, I went quarterback. I know what you're gonna say. They're trying to sign Baker. Okay, doesn't move me. They got Kyle Trask. First of all, Kyle Trask is horrible at football. I'm just gonna be outright and honest with you.
Way overdrafted. Way
Overdrafted.
overdrafted. And also like a different coach
Kyle
at the time
Pitts.
who drafted him. You don't even know if that's somebody that they're going to want to keep long term. They're bringing
Yeah,
in
no.
competition already. Who knows if he even makes the roster at this point?
Wow. I wasn't going to say that, but I would say they should probably draft Tanner McKee, a guy who actually is worth taking a chance on, unlike Kyle Trask, who sat behind Tom Brady and has apparently shown no signs of development, which is wild. That's per, a report. We don't actually know if that's true. But this is where I got weird with it because you're getting into day 3 and you really can just take straight shots. And one guy who I think is 100% worth the shot is ECU running back Keaton Mitchell. I'm a big fan of his game. Go listen to our running back episode. I talked a lot about him, raved about him, but he's fast, he's fun. He feels like a good addition to White in that backfield. I just think they'd be a good duo back there, and you don't need him to be a workhorse back. He can be a number 2. Nice little change of pace. And then at 175, people are going to think this is an overdraft. I personally don't. Caleb Murphy from Ferris State. He won the overall best defensive player from all of the divisions and stuff like that, like most dominant or whatever. Former winners are, Hutchinson, guys like that, like the big names. He's the first D2 guy to win it in a while. But he's a dog, dude. He showed out at the Shrine Bowl, and he's a Ferris State Bulldog, so it makes sense. And speaking of dogs, I know the guy who got this man his pit bulls. My last pick is DeMarco Hellams out of Alabama, a linebacker you can pair with Winfield. Just let him hit people, put him down in the box when you need him to be. Just have fun with the guy. He can play anywhere, really.
Definitely, I think some strong picks. We obviously don't know the direction of the Buccaneers, but a team that could be rebuilding, could be trying to win some games right now. You seem to have gotten a mix of both, a lot of high potential guys and also a lot of high floor guys.